Should be. Damn. And I hate it's scheduled for 3:26. What the fuck? Pop-up TV. It says it's live. Started streaming. Oh. live.
What's up? Pop up.
Pop
Episode
up on
23.
them.
It was,
Oh,
a
yo,
little,
man.
Episode
it was a
23.
little late today, but we on it. We here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's how it go. That's how it go. So everyone that actually was able to make it here in the short amount of time that we posted the thing. Good looks. Thank you for pulling up.
Appreciate y'all.
For real.
Yeah. So anyway, until everybody else jumps in, or whatever, we're gonna jump in. We're gonna get right to it.
Yeah, man.
First thing off the bat, we talking about today. We talking about NBA Youngboy or Youngboy, whatever his real name is. I don't think legally, I don't think he could call himself NBA Youngboy. So I think his real, like on paper, it's like Youngboy NBA or something like that.
Wait, he can't call himself NBA Young. Oh, because of the NBA.
Yeah, so it's like,
or
because if you go on Tidal or Apple, it doesn't like it's not NBA Youngboy. It says like Never Broke Again. Like it
Never
says
Broke Again, Youngboy.
Like
Right.
Gotcha. I didn't know that. That's funny.
So he got arrested. Apparently, it's like a big thing. I heard he might be the next one to get RICO'd and everything. Like he might be the next Bobby Schmurder.
Woo.
Apparently, I guess this took. He was in LA and there was a whole police chase and everything. He hopped out the whip. They was chasing him on foot. There were helicopters, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently might be doing some time. So what y'all think? I know y'all said y'all don't really like listen to his music like that, but as far as him being another or the next rapper that's I have an opinion right now. I feel like the detectives, the DEA, whoever, I feel like they really watching rappers right now. I feel like they cracking or trying to do some big thing where they get all of them. And I feel like NBA Youngboy is the next. I don't even know if we remember what happened with Casanova or if he's still locked up, whatever. But,
He's still going through his situation. Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah,
got you. So what do y'all think? Clay, I'm gonna start with you. What you think about this situation with Youngboy? Unfortunately,
I don't know, man. I honestly don't know too much about it. I do know that the reason why he was even being chased to begin with was because there was a warrant for his arrest in relations to some gun charges, I guess, and he probably wasn't showing up to court for. Right. So, the fact of them, trying to find him is just in retaliation of that. So, in that case, definitely it's unfortunate. You wish people would just do what they got to do and just go to court, but life happens. We don't know his whole situation, but definitely I heard dogs was running after this nigga and chasing all that. So like,
I heard it was definitely bad,
it's not a good look, man. And he's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest artists like popping on YouTube right now. I'm not a fan of his music personally, like what I'm saying, it's just not something that resonates with me. But I do know that the man is doing his thing on YouTube as far as like getting them numbers and pulling in them streams. So I know for a fact, like, his fan base is gonna feel it for those who really rock with him. But
yeah, that's facts. Don, what you think about it? You heard about the situation?
Well, I heard about it, but I'm not sure exactly like what they lock him up for. Like what? Like gun charges?
I believe it was just
like I said. It was a warrant for his arrest because of some gun charges he wasn't showing up to court for. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I think they trying to get him on some other stuff too, like basically gang affiliated.
They're trying to build around a whole case.
Like the whole. I
don't think he's on. I don't think he's gang affiliated. I think he's more like I think what happened. I heard that they were after him because he was brandishing guns in his video and stuff like that. So they just wrote a warrant or put a warrant out for his arrest because they seen in his videos he's like showing guns and stuff like that, which what I'm saying is NBA Youngboy. You know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a common thing right now with these guys. You know what I mean? That's what
If a lot of people getting slayed for that, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen a lot. They just gonna go see the videos. People like got the guns in their video. If you got a warrant out, like if you got like any open charges, bro, they just gonna put a warrant out and take you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So niggas need to chill out with that. If you got some issues, stop showing them guns in your videos.
That's a fact. People don't listen.
So I wonder though, like if they like, because I feel like rap, to be honest though, like when we was younger and stuff, like I don't feel like rappers would actually show guns and stuff. And did they show guns and stuff in their videos?
The only video that comes to mind is 50 Cent's Heat video, and that's something you had to watch like exclusively because that shit was so explicit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only video that comes to mind for me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, you definitely wasn't seeing like on 106 and Park and TRL and all that. You was not seeing rappers with them just like pointing guns all up in the. They rap about it, but they definitely wasn't actually having them in the video. So
Word.
I don't know. That's like the thing right now. Which I'm pretty sure they can hold against you in court. Like they could probably. I've heard of situations where they played like that one rapper, Lil TK or TK, whatever his little name is.
I mean, that nigga was a different story, but he was wow, boy.
Tripping.
It said, what'd he say? I ain't beat the case because I did the race. Like,
did the race on him. Niggas had
the race.
My man.
Niggas had wanted posters around his neighborhood.
My man did whatever he did. I think he killed like 2-3 people, killed somebody, rapped about killing the person, and rapped about skipping court and doing leaving, and promoted the video, promoted the song.
He might as well rap about where the fuck he hiding.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think he hid, bro. Man, my man was just out there, probably doing shows and shit like that.
Yeah. He definitely was.
They ain't gonna find me.
He eventually got caught up though. Like they caught him, and he's like straight up just doing hard time. So so we're gonna keep up. We're gonna see what happens with NBA Youngboy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not surprised here at all. Like I said, I feel like one by one, all these, especially the ones like him. Like I think the only ones that might be kind of safe based on their conglomerate and the level they're at is like Future, Young Thug and stuff like that. But boy, like them niggas like NBA Youngboy and Rondo and
Rondo. Because when you think about it, like these niggas, they're really not rappers, bro. They're real street niggas, like, and they're pushing.
Yeah, they're like street niggas that still, you argue that Youngboy is getting kind of up there to the level where I would say he definitely was still street affiliated.
He could have, but he didn't want to. Like he probably did not want to jump over to that lane where he's like completely a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Stays out of the BS. You know what I'm saying? Just raps about it for entertainment. My man's really wanted to be in the street still. And you know what I'm saying? To me, I think it's the most stupidest thing somebody could like do. Like it's just like really dumb. And he's probably I think niggas like that is slow, to be honest with you. Like actually slow in the head.
Once you get to a certain level, I'm like, yo, why are you still even doing this street stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you? You getting money because he's definitely getting money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, like continue to rap about it. That's cool, but like if you really out there trying to, you know what I'm saying? Do stupid street shit.
That shows you people looking through the wrong lens of where they rapping from. They looking through the lens of everybody else instead of their own. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, sure. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how it be though. So moving on. We're gonna talk about this next thing we're gonna talk about here is this about an artist. We're gonna talk about Lil Nas X. I don't really like calling him Lil Nas X because I don't think he has the right to be calling himself anything affiliated with Nas or any other rapper.
Agreed.
But yeah, so Lil Nas X, he had the cowboy song, the horses. What was it called again? Rodeo?
Old Town
Road. He had Old Town Road. That song came out, was clearly a smash hit for some reason. I don't know. I can't name no other song that he's had since then. I really can't. I don't know if anybody else can, but then again, I'm not a fan. I'm not checking for his music. Recently, though, I believe either yesterday or the day before, he dropped a video to the song. What is the song? It's called the song. It has like two names. It's called like "Call Me by My Name" or something like that. That's like the second part.
Oh,
dropped the video for it.
That's the one that was in some commercials and stuff. You got a few commercials with that track.
Okay. I didn't see. I just saw a couple images from this video. I didn't watch it because just from the images alone, I was a bit scared too. He's getting a lot of backlash from this video because some of the imagery. Like I think production probably got some pictures up.
Yeah, they all up on it.
There's a lot of like satanic, sexual. Of course, he's probably gonna play the card that everyone's mad about the hyper gay imagery and stuff in there. But so I didn't see the video, so I can't judge the whole video. I know for a fact that I've never heard the whole song. Maybe I've heard it in a commercial, like y'all said, but can't judge the song. So my thing here is that we're not going to talk about the quality or lack of this man's music. But what I do want to talk about is him as an artist and what he's doing right now and kind of how it reflects on other artists who have done stuff like this in the past. So my opinion on it, right, is like I feel like with this kid he's truly talentless. You know what I mean? I feel like he had that one song, like for example, right? We got Designer. I don't know if anybody remembers Designer, but Designer's the Panda Man. Panda Man disappeared. We ain't seen Panda Man since. You know what I mean? So unlike Panda Man though, who didn't have a gag to pull, and trust me, yeah, this man might he might truly be gay, but he's definitely using homosexuality as he's extorting it right now and using it as like a gag. So other artists who have been one hit wonders or whatever, like Designer with Panda, you got Lil Nas X who came through with the Old Town Road, for some reason won Grammys for this song, the whole nine. So my thing is though, like I said, I feel he's talentless. On top of him being talentless, I feel like he's pulling all of this kind of stuff in his videos right now because he realized his stock is going down. No one's really, you know what I mean? Like he's more so imagery right now than he is actual work ethic or talent. So my question is, what do y'all think about this? Do you think the same? I'm gonna start with Dom first. You know what I mean? Do you think artists like him are doing that?
Yeah. He's kind of like doing the same things that 6ix9ine did, just in a different way. You feel me? Like first of all, Lil Nas X is 100% a clout chaser. Like at this point, you know what I'm saying? Because the way he took off that song, first of all, it was like it just random, like it just took off. Like Old Town Road, it just took off. So
for sure,
he wasn't ready for it like that. You feel me? And like his talent and maybe his experiences and everything when it came to music probably just wasn't there yet. So so he's probably not writing his music right now. Actually, no. I can almost guarantee he's not writing any of his music.
Yeah, I could almost guarantee.
You know what I'm saying? Right, so he's not writing his music, and he's pretty much probably a puppet right now. So I believe that these labels are probably like, okay, you know, saying you came out, said you're gay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push the agenda. We're gonna push it. We're gonna push it as far as we can. And this is what we came out with. This is what they got. You feel me? What's going on now? Like this man, everything now that I see him do is like him pushing the fact that he's gay. You know what I'm saying? And
the crazy thing is image of it.
Yeah, the image of it. And the crazy thing is, I mean, Sam Smith, he doesn't do the same thing, but like in somewhat, like Sam Smith is gay, right? But he don't push it like how Lil Nas X does it, because Sam Smith got talent,
Frank Ocean.
Bro. Yeah.
We all know Frank Ocean came out as gay, but this isn't like a thing that's like his. It's not his image. It's not like what he's using. Exactly. Clay, what you think? You have any feelings towards this, or you're not even fucking with it?
Man, to be honest, like it's crazy too, because I didn't even know about it until obviously when you mentioned it in our group discussion. But one of my homies today was showing me a video of someone else's like kind of like podcast, YouTube channel where they talk about certain things, and they brought that up. And I'm seeing the video. He showed the video for viewers to watch, and to be honest, I was taken back in a few different ways, because not just the uncomfortable, homosexual activity that goes on, which obviously to each his own, but I know just for me, it just was taking it a little bit too far. And then to call that hip hop, like I understand.
And not to interrupt you, but real quick, didn't not only with the imagery and the stuff, did it not just seem like foolishness? Like I could understand if it had a, you know what I mean, like it had some
to it or some kind of like purpose,
it was going somewhere.
Like, it just looked like they were just trying to drag the whole shit to as far as they could possibly do. Even him breaking Satan's neck and then taking the horns off his head. I was like, bro, like you made him fuck Satan so he can take Satan's horns. Like what type of satanic demonic shit is this? Like, come on, man.
The costumes, it was just like, bro, you're doing too much, bro. You're doing way too much.
And I didn't want to mention it before, but like when I was seeing pictures that was circulating of Lil Nas X with him having like the fake boobs, I guess he was shooting like another video or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Like that alone was already like a little bit uncomfortable, because I was just like, all right, B, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like,
you see,
you know what I'm saying?
That's all he's been doing.
Yeah, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? You got to get attention somehow. You got to do your thing and get publicity somehow. But it's like with this video overall, like forget everything else, but just this video is just taking it way too far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like his career is definitely going to decline even more than it already has, to be honest. You know what I mean? Because it don't make no type of sense to me. If you have some sort of talent, truly, this wouldn't be a thing. I was reading today, like he did a whole letter. I guess he kind of wrote a letter to himself. Mind you, I feel like didn't Frank Ocean do this like back in like 2011 on Tumblr or something? And he did the same thing today. He like wrote a letter to himself about the whole gay thing. It's like, dude, you told us about this gay thing like a year ago. Like, why are you still pressing it?
Like, nigga, we know.
Yeah. And it's like, it's to the point, you feel me? Like, he kind of looking out. He's kind of like looking for someone to either react to him negatively so he can use that as a platform to speak and say something, or he's looking for everyone to be like, oh, this is amazing art. But it's like, dog, I don't think you're gonna get either one of those responses, because bottom line is we're in 2021. You're gonna have to try really hard to like make people shocked that you're gay. You know what I mean? Because that's like a normal thing now at this point. You know what I mean? So, which is part of why I think he's doing it like this, because it's like he's probably like, dude, what can I do to make gay more shocking? You know what I'm saying? So, like earlier today, I was watching this other podcast, and they had this YouTube gamer on there, and he was talking about this lady who's like in the gaming world that like she's like a journalist of some sort that claims she hates games. But she'll make like YouTube videos, right? And she'll be playing a game like Grand Theft Auto and go in the strip club and shoot up strippers and be like, oh, this game is misogynistic because you can go shoot strippers. But they're like, dude, that's not, you chose to go do that in the game. Like, that's not a requirement. And so you can't, you know what I mean? But my point is, I feel like when people have something that they want to like use to get their point and bring people to their point, they'll exaggerate and do these extreme things and be like, oh, look at this, huh? Isn't this crazy? And it's like, dude, you're trying to make that crazier than it is. It's not that crazy, you know? Yeah. And part of that is just like you said, like I forgot which one of y'all said, but he's trying to get like a reaction. Like you can tell he's trying to just like get something out of people. You know what I mean?
Just clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? They do anything for clout.
Facts. And I noticed that when like he's not dropping some type of like controversial video now, or him not taking some viral picture, you don't hear about this nigga. Like, I don't even know like any I don't know what #1 hit single he's had since Old Town Road, to be honest. He probably hasn't. But like,
he hasn't had any. I don't think at all. Especially not #1.
He's the same.
I don't even know if he's had a hit single.
He also was trying to start he was trying to do the cancel Eminem thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he just came off of that
too. Like,
he was just trying to start beef with 6ix9ine. Like, this man he's trying, bro. He's trying way too hard.
Real music, bro. And what's sad is that like with these people, there's people like behind the scenes with them that's like telling them this, like, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Yeah. And they really be jacking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, I'd be like, bro, get up. And that's why I respect artists like, you know what I mean, like Frank Ocean and Solange and like even SZA. I don't really like SZA like that, but the artists that really are talented, especially we're not talking about rapping, because I don't even consider this weirdo a rapper. If we talking about
he's not a rapper,
like more,
definitely not.
He's a rapper. So if we talking about singing, especially in today's music world, let's face it, bro, it's a lot harder for these singers right now than it is for rappers. Because we at a stage of rapping, you can go in the studio, bim bop, say what you got to say, whatever. It can even be some crazy shit. You got it. Singing, you got to really be able to like sing. You know what I mean? Like, and have context to what you singing about.
That's facts.
And niggas like Frank Ocean will go away for 4 or 5 years or whatever, and do what he do and come with something that makes sense and something that you could be like, all right, I can see you still talented. You know what I mean? You still trying. Even like Tyler the Creator, I tell people all the time, I basically grew out of his music. There was a point where I used to drive around in my freaking Honda, like that was religiously all I listened to was Tyler the Creator. And recently I just got to this point where I was like, yo, this man's music is so immature and so crazy, like I can't even respect it. And then he dropped the album that he came out with, I believe, like two years ago or so. You know what I mean? And it had like some real, you could tell he made sure he sat in the studio and matured his sound. And the nigga won a Grammy, and I think he deserved it. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like these people that are like Lil Nas X and like 6ix9ine, like you said, we at the point with them where they're one hit wonders and they just gonna keep doing all this crazy stuff to try to level out their popularity. But yeah. Y'all think anything else? Y'all got anything else on it, or?
Yeah, no, you pretty much said the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just he's talentless, bro. Like he don't got that. You can tell if that's what you got to rely on. If you got to rely on the clout and rely on like going for the clout, you just talentless, bro. So
yeah.
And there's one thing to do anything
to,
yeah.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and it's one thing to do anything for like your dreams or anything like or as far as what you love to do, but doing this shit is beyond me. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so that's what that Lil Nas X thing. I don't know. I hope all the best to him, but I don't feel like his career is going up from here anytime soon.
Facts. It's over with.
Uh, so we gonna try to move into some real news. So right now, I don't know if you guys know what's going on in the voting world. What just happened in Georgia? A Georgia state official actually just got arrested. Why she got arrested and is being charged is kind of crazy because Georgia just passed a bill. Actually, just voted a bill into law that has made voting in Georgia very, very complicated and not very enticing. Um, I believe in production we got a photo up there that has a list of some of the key points in this new bill. And one of the crazy things that I read that was like most shocking to me is that this bill prevents you from now giving water. You cannot give water to people standing in line to vote anymore.
What?
In this Georgia, yeah, it's a real thing in this Georgia bill, and this and several other things they put in order to try to discourage people from voting. And this is as a result of, the whole thing going on right now where what I would say far right people are saying that, production, that's a good idea. Keep it kind of big on the screen like that. They're saying that obviously the Trump, wasn't supposed to lose that election. And because of this, and as we saw, the voter turnout was like the biggest, I believe, in history recently.
Yeah.
The lines were wrapped around, and I'm really proud that people stuck it out. You know what I mean? And that part of that was because people were able to get water, food, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. People were waiting in line. Some people were waiting hours, 8 hours, 9 hours. And like I said, with this new law in Georgia now, you cannot give water, any type of nourishments to people standing in line, and a bunch of other stuff you guys saw up there. And again, this is all to try to discourage people or a certain kind of from voting in the next election. And keep in mind, it looks like maybe I think Trump's going to run again, to be honest. I feel like president, as long as that option is there for him, I feel like he's going to run. And so this new law would definitely help people or that party get back in office, which would change a lot of more laws. So with that being said, what do you guys think? I'm gonna start with you, Clay. I don't know if you heard about this at all or if you just hearing about it now, but so what you think?
I mean, the law definitely is 100% unfair. I did hear about people talking about it. I don't think people are talking about it as much as they should because I really had to dig and figure out what it was that they were trying to like take away from voters in Georgia. Because at first, all I hear was people like, like there would be a conversation, some people talking about like some bullshit, like, with just for example, like Cardi B or something. And then I forgot who it was, but they were like, there's bigger issues where we got people in Georgia fighting for the right to vote. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then I had to like Google it. So it's like, I shouldn't have to do that research. That's something that we should be really talking about and really trying to like, figure out why that is even something that's supposed to make sense. Because just like you said, as far as them not even be able to get water when they're waiting in line in the hot sun to try to go vote, like now they can't even get water. So they just fucking pass out on the pavement. That's okay.
Crazy. And of course, that's gonna make certain people be like, "Yo, come on, I can't." And then when we don't got those people going out to vote, we only got one side of people are voting.
Yeah.
Only one side of people is gonna be in office. So
Exactly.
So that's the problem there. Dom, what you think? Did you hear about this law, or you just hearing about it now?
I didn't really hear about it, but just like you said, I mean, it's just gonna bring that one-sided people to vote. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why it's being done. That's why it's happening. You know what I mean? To get that upper hand, and it's just something we just gotta do. Like find a way to go against it and find a way to, get around it, and you know what I'm saying, keep just coming together as a people and just keep prevailing. You know what I mean? Over the circumstances that's there. That's the only way we can do it at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And like Clay said, it's kind of crazy that like there's so much other things obviously going on in the news, in the media, and the entertainment media or whatever. But there's a lot of things that we need to like really start paying attention to. Like we can't just turn the news on every time there's a stimmy or a shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta pay attention, because if we allow this to happen, these people could really take over in a way more dangerous than the way that we think they could. You get what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Like, if certain people really get in the office and start changing certain laws and certain ways of life and stuff like that,
it would be a fucking wrap.
Yeah, it's really gonna be a wrap. Things is gonna be really different, and we're not gonna be able to have the certain freedoms like water in line while you're trying to go vote. Crazy, man. But yeah,
which don't make no fucking sense to me. Don't make no sense
at
to
all.
me. And it's a fucking hot state. It's a hot state.
Georgia?
Yeah, for the most part.
So we're gonna keep an eye on that. And also, like I said, if anybody wants to kind of take a closer look at what happened with the state official that she was arrested, and from what I read today, she will be charged. There was, from what I understand, there was one senator left to sign the bill and to vote, and he was such a coward, he ran into his office with his bodyguards and stuff to sign it, and she was brave enough to go like banging on his door, but unfortunately they called the police on her and she got arrested. And this is a state voter official, a black woman. She wasn't no crazy lady, nothing like that. She belongs in office. She was there like like everyone else, and she was arrested and taken away. So that's what's going on.
Damn.
Moving on though, speaking of the shootings, we're gonna jump into a little bit of an update. Production, I don't know if you got some of those pictures of the Colorado situation. Yep. Mm-hmm. So we spoke last time, I believe that was Monday that we spoke, when it was actually the day when this happened, the same night, like while it was developing, we were live. And so a lot has developed, or I guess not. To me, nothing is surprising. When they were taken, when we started, I think we mentioned how there was a gentleman that they showed on the news that the police were bringing him outside. He had no shirt on, no pants.
Yeah,
his leg was bleeding. As I assumed, that was the assailant. That was the suspect. He was the shooter. 10 people died, including the police officer. It turns out, and so my thing that I want to talk about here about this today is this guy. Obviously, if you look at his name, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to try. It should be up there in one of the photos, but he obviously comes from a Muslim background, it seems, or at least that. But I believe these people are from Iraqi or Pakistan. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it was something like that. Mm-hmm. From what I read, they interviewed his brother, a couple other people. They say he has no religious beliefs. He has no religious ties. This wasn't religiously motivated. From what he's saying, though, is that he's clearly mentally ill. Like, at the end of the day, there's no way you can say this man was not mentally ill. He's clearly mentally ill. He has a history from what they looked up from in school. He claims he's been, since he was a kid, he's been racially bullied. People made fun of him because of his name, his background. They pulled up incidents of him in school attacking people in the middle of class because of from what he claims was revenge for them making fun of him, bullying him racially. Mm-hmm. Which obviously, don't get me wrong here, this is no excuse, and this is why I want to get y'all's opinion on this, right? Because we while we come from parents who were not born in this country, we aren't as easily, I don't know how you say it, like, we're not as easily targeted just by how we look or by our names. You know what I'm saying? If anything, people just see us and probably assume, okay, they're black American, whatever. But once you have certain names like this guy, or you look a certain way, clearly, especially during these times, and I believe he's about a couple years younger than us. So he was like, he obviously was a kid too when 9/11 and all these things happened. And so what they're saying is that, and what his family seems to be leaning towards, is that all of that was motivation for him to do this. Dom, let me start with you. What do you think? I don't know if you've ever, I want to get y'all's like real personal opinions, because I know we all done been to school. Uh-huh. We done all been to school, went to different schools and classes with people. Maybe we had an Indian kid in our class, Pakistani in Iraq, whatever. Mm-hmm. Have y'all witnessed this kind of bullying? Do you think that it's an excuse to feel this kind of resentment towards people and go do something like this, or what's your opinion?
So, it's 100% not a good excuse to do any of that.
Right.
You obviously, yeah. When you see people, going off based off their names, you're gonna, like, there was like in class, and saying back in the day, you'll hear them jokes a little bit, but I don't think it was like going crazy like that. You feel me? Like I ain't see nobody going in on anybody
Yeah,
like that looks like Arab or Pakistani or whatever. You know what I mean? Iraqi or whatever. I probably
right,
butchered all
right,
those,
right,
but like I never really seen people going ham like that. You know what I mean?
right.
So I don't know. I don't know if I can go off of that saying, oh, I did this because I got bullied or this, that, and the other. I think it's a lot to do with the mental issues, or you know what I'm saying. They probably, and this is gonna be tough to say, like a tough thing to say, but they're probably just saying that he wasn't doing it religiously. But who knows? He could have been doing it religiously. You know what I'm saying? Like this could have been something
Right.
he's been planning and things of that sort, and his people probably don't even know about it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's true.
it's like
And
I
there's
don't know,
definitely
but I'm
some
not.
mixy stories because his brother claims, and this is his brother that he grew up with his whole life. His brother claims that he's never seen this man with a gun. He's not violent. He doesn't like guns. He said he's not that. So he said it's all a shock. Now, they interviewed apparently a sister-in-law who I'd assume is one of his brother's wives, and she claims as recently as last week she saw him playing with the gun in the garage, and she said the gun that she saw him playing with was not like a pistol or a Glock. It was a big. And here's my thing with this, right? And Clay, I'm still gonna get your opinion. You know what I'm saying, but I'm just gonna say real quick. We all know people who aren't exactly right in the head, to put it lightly, right?
Yes.
That don't mean they need to be carried away or incarcerated, you know what I mean, or put in a psycho place. That don't mean that. But if you got people like this in your life and you're in a position where you see them doing something like playing with a serious semi-automatic weapon or any type of serious artillery, wouldn't you think it was some kind of responsibility to go tell somebody of some
facts.
importance?
That's facts.
You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's sad that 10 people have to die trying to buy groceries
Before they take it seriously. Yeah.
before they take it seriously.
That's
Before a
facts.
family member comes out and goes, "Oh yeah, last week I did see him in the garage."
That's what That's why I don't know if I'm buying that, bro. Like because like
What, you're not buying what, that you saw him? Or
No,
you're
no, no, no. I'm not
that?
buying the whole I was bullied story type deal, bro. I don't think I'm buying that because
Yeah.
like
I mean,
just like you said,
to be clear, I'm sure. Let's be honest here, man. Everybody knows you're in high school, especially middle school. Kids could be cruel. Everybody done heard.
Kids could be
Names like that,
dicks.
Assam Kalam Haram Muhammad Shalom Haram. Niggas is gonna make a joke. I'm sure there was, to some extent,
bro.
bullying in his life.
Maybe he got bullied a few times, bro, but it wasn't one of them
Sure.
bullies that you was getting bullied your whole. Look at him, bro. He don't even like I'm pretty sure he wasn't walking around with, you know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people probably got bullied more walking around with, like, you know what I'm saying, the hajibs and stuff like that, the raps and stuff. Like, bro, this dude looks like a normal, like,
Right,
you know
he's
what I'm
very
saying?
Americanized.
Yeah,
like,
very Americanized, bro. Like, ain't nobody
Yeah.
really like making fun of them or bullying them in like from what I see, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's getting
Right.
bullied, they're walking around with the I apologize to whoever I offend or say the wrong term, Hajib. That's what I think it is. We doing this live, so I can't search anything right now. But you know the rap that they, you know what I'm saying?
The
put on
raps,
they-
right? We know.
Yeah,
we know,
yeah,
the
yeah.
kufi
So
or whatever you want to call it.
yeah. So
the joint. But
if they walking around with that, then
Well,
you know
Clay,
what I'm saying?
but
It's
let me get
different.
Clay's thing. So Clay, have you know, like I was just asked Don, you went to school and everything. Do you think people like that in that position, Muslims or anyone with those kind of names, do you think that they're in a? Have you seen it yourself? Have you seen them be in a position to be bullied more than other people?
I mean, a little bit, but like, because I think about like as far as like my whole school career, like even dating back to as far as when I was in elementary school,
Yeah.
I probably only had like 2 or 3 peers that came from that type of a religion that, you know what I'm saying, where they had to wear the headscarf or cover their
Right.
body a certain way or dress a certain way. And we've never made fun of them for it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was just fortunate enough
Some
to
fucked up
be in a
schools.
situation where obviously it was a melting pot. You have different cultures, different colors, different kinds of kids. So nobody was really judging anybody else. But at the same time, I could see, and I have seen videos where that is something that is a factor and becomes, you know, a reason why that person who's being bullied or being frowned upon, or kind of being looked at as like the black sheep,
Right.
they try to go, they try and make amends elsewhere and do something that they're gonna regret. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
And in light of EJ's point,
yeah,
I would agree that in from what I remember, like my history of going to school, if you were one of the people that you just have, say you just had a name like his name, but you dressed regularly and you wasn't jacking that whole religion thing like that, people didn't really bother you like that, especially not to the point. Because like I said, this dude is a couple years younger than us. I think he's 26 or 25 or something like that. He's clearly not in high school no more. I'm assuming he's not in college no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he wasn't just walking down the street and people were just like harassing him about this. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the way I put it is like the reason I didn't see much like real deal bullying when it came down to that, because like when you start talking like, you know what I'm saying, terrorist stuff, bro, it can't be no joke. Like, I mean, you can't be joking.
That ain't even
it's
bullying.
not something to joke about, bro, because like, you know what I'm saying, you start saying stuff like that and, you know what I'm saying, it gets to the wrong person and boom, they about to make it a big thing and, you know what I'm saying, start like looking into. So it's not something that I've heard people like really go in and joke and bully about, you know what I mean? Because like it's a lot more serious than saying like bullying somebody about something like random. You know what I mean? Having a big head or you know what I mean? Like that's some serious shit, bro.
Yeah, and my thing again, no matter what, at the end of the day, no matter how you want to put it, it don't make no sense because it's like regardless of how you grew up or how you were treated in the past by whoever, what is the connection in getting a weapon and going to a random public place and killing 10 random people that never seen you a day in their life, that have nothing to do with your life? Like,
I don't get what the satisfaction comes from out of that.
What do you get out of this? And from what I read, they said, from the proximity of where his apartment is, there's about 4 or 5 other supermarkets that he drove by to go to this specific supermarket to do this.
That's crazy, bro.
It's crazy. So strange.
That is crazy.
And like I said, man, even this morning, I believe his first court appearance was either this morning or yesterday morning. And just from looking at the pictures, I'm like, bro, why didn't they just kill this man, bro? What is the point of bringing these men in? The police shot out his leg, so his right leg is shot.
Mm-hmm.
They had to wheel him in a wheelchair. He's sitting there. He has a lawyer. Like, we still have a constitution and a legal system that gives people like this a lawyer.
Yeah,
that allows them to have a lawyer.
Yeah. They need to change that up, man. Any kind of terrorist attack, I ain't trying to hear nothing from no lawyer.
10 people.
Anytime, any kind of terrorist
people.
attack, anytime a motherfucker is gonna like, you know what I'm saying, threaten you, like, any of that, bro.
Because I don't care what.
Something to you, bro.
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
You understand the number of people? 10 people.
That's
like, let's subtract even the police officer. Because let's say he was awesome. The police officer ran up and out of a reflex. He shot him. Forget the police officer. 9 people you killed. We not talking about you shot one, boom, boom. He's like, oh man, I feel bad. You killed. Made sure 10 people were laid out on the floor.
Yeah, so.
And you in court and you got a lawyer that you're whispering to, like, yeah. What could be your defense here,
bro? Listen. I
don't tell them say you're not doing it.
I don't care. Like if you're black, white, Arab, whatever. If you go out there and kill that many people, like more than 4 or 5 people, bro, that's a terrorist attack, right? I don't care what. Like it's a terrorist attack. Exactly. Like you're a terrorist. You here. You want to bring terror upon the people. Like, so I believe if anybody commits a terrorist attack, the first thing, like, if they want to ask questions, the first question they should ask is are there more terrorist attacks? Do you know about anything else? And if he's not cooperating, bro, he needs to be dead right after that, bro. I don't care. Take that man, hang him, do some old school shit. I don't care.
I don't think this has this. Honestly, I don't think this is no terrorist related. I think this man was clearly just mentally ill. Exactly. I think part of what he used to fuel and enable himself to say, okay, I have the right to go do this. He told him, maybe there was a couple racist jokes in his past or whatever, but you talking about 10 people, bro. Because like you said, once we pass 5, we talking straight terrorism. Because one, you know how the amount of reloading we're talking about here? You know the amount of aiming and making sure that you're aiming at a body?
Mm-hmm.
I think, bro, once we get past that number, like EJ said, once we're past like 5, I don't want to hear nothing about you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the reason I say, like, that's the only question they should ask is are there going to be more people that's doing what you're doing? And if he's saying, no, I did it because I got.
But I'm saying, answer is yes, because it'd be like, are there? That's like asking, are there more mentally ill people in this?
That's true.
World?
That's true. But I'm saying, like it. Make sure he's not a part of any like some real organization that'll do more of this. And if he's not answering or not cooperating, or just saying no, that's not it. I got bullied, and this is why I did it, bro. He needs to get the chair, electric, death, or whatever off him, bro.
After, especially that, you're talking about 10 people, bro. 10 people, and again, there was a point with this where it was like, okay, boom, schools ain't safe. Okay, boom, work ain't safe. Okay, boom, movie theaters ain't safe. Okay, boom, salons ain't safe. Yeah, supermarkets ain't safe. It's like, bro, we're talking about people going and opening serious fire, warfare kind of fire on innocent people doing stuff like shopping in a supermarket. Bro. I don't want to hear nothing. All I want to hear is them saying on TV, yeah, we executing him on Friday. It's going to be live streamed. Anybody wants to see us shoot this nigga in the head, it will be at 8:30 p.m. That's it. I don't want to hear no. Why are you in court?
Yeah, forget that, bro.
Yeah.
Forget that question. I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Like I said in the last thing, I don't think, yeah, okay. So, for example, Janice in the chat said, why is his family always shocked? That's another thing I kind of cannot really touch on or understand, right? Because, like, for example, y'all two, I've known y'all two for probably, I'd say, my whole life, most of my 9% of my life. I'd like to believe that if one of y'all was at least capable of randomly killing 10 people, I'd be able to at least tell somewhat. You know what I mean? Like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Somewhat. I might not be able to lay out your whole plan or tell police how you got guns or where, but come on, dog. You mean to tell me this man's whole life and his brother, CNN was really shocked. This man was like, yo, this could be just a brother act. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying, he was like, bro, this is the last thing I ever expected.
But then again, they can't go up there and be like, man, you know what? I kind of really thought this would happen one day. Like, I'll take it.
Like I said, bro, you can't go tell the police to arrest someone just for being weird or crazy.
Yeah.
But like what homegirl said about her seeing him in the garage with the gun, if that's true, that's something you should have reported.
Facts.
Come on, that's something you should have told somebody that has some kind of authority. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this whole Colorado thing is crazy. And like we touched on in the last episode, I'm at the point where I don't think the answer is everyone needs to be strapped, because that might just be even more of a catastrophe. But I do think since it's at the point now where guys like this are going to be shooting up supermarkets, we got to start having cops do a little bit more than just drive around in their cars, monitoring areas, bullshit, not doing nothing. Have some of them posting up in some of these supermarkets, these banks, you know what I'm saying? These places that are like targets now, because if anything, at least if someone opens fire, that cop has a gun. There's 2 or 3 cops in the area that could be there quickly. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
Some of these niggas be driving around doing nothing.
And I was gonna say, if they smart too, you fucking go and secure the places that already got like some type of like security wearing all black. So this way, if shit pop off, you can literally pop out the wazoo and even see you coming up.
Thanks,
word to the wise.
Facts, bro. But definitely something else that we gonna monitor. We got a little bit of time. We're gonna talk about a little topic that I was kind of thinking about the past couple of days, wanting to get y'all's opinions on, because I know, you know what I mean? This is kind of like a guy subject. How you get into this one? So recently in the media, we've been seeing a surplus of famous men, particularly, or men in politics as well, that have been kind of catching heat for sexual misconduct, or some of them straight up rape. molestation, whatever you want to call it. Um, in the past year or so, I'm not even gonna say past year. I'd say maybe the past 2, 3, 4 years, right? I've had different conversations with people. I've been on college campuses. You know what I'm saying? Clay, you did 4 years at LIU, and I was out there almost like every week and shit like that. I didn't go to university myself, but I know a lot of people that have. I know some people that still are going to universities. A lot of them are females, right? I can't tell you how much conversations I've had in the past year or two with females that attend college, that either dorm or frequent a dorm situation, that have some kind of story where they were either raped or almost raped, either by in fraternity situation with frat guys, or just straight up being in a dorm room and things got sketchy, right? So the other day I was just thinking about this because even recently I've heard another story, and I was just thinking about how this is something that's like never talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like even within, you know what I mean? Like within like guys, like I'll talk to other guys about stuff like that. It's not something that guys be like, yo, I heard. And the crazy thing is that guys know guys be doing this. You know what I mean? Especially guys that are in the college environment. Clay, this is, I feel like I want to get your opinion on this, especially because you did a full 4 years out of university. And situations happen, there's parties and there's stuff like that. But at the end of the day, bro, I've heard stories where girls like guys straight up put stuff in their drink and they didn't realize until later on when they woke up in a bed next to some dude, you know what I'm saying? And someone told them the next day. And there's people that know these guys, that whether they're in a fraternity or not, that not only enable it, but they kind of set it up to the situations up for it to happen. So my kind of thing is like, I just wonder why this is not talked about. And two, I wonder, like, are we supposed to live in a society where only famous people are supposed to be held responsible or held accountable for this kind of stuff? I don't think that makes sense, right? Because it's a real thing. So Clay, I want you to sound off and give me like your opinion on what you think on that subject.
Well, definitely, I would have to say that that's something I'm 150,000% against. Part of me as I get a little more comfortable, but like I've never, lucky enough for me, I mean, at least from what I was able to see, I've never personally saw anyone do that or have heard any stories of anyone doing that at my college. But I have heard instances where, there's two sides to the story. Shorty saying that he was being, being overly persuasive. He's saying she's lying, and things like that is something that is a very, very thin ice subject, so to speak. And I mean, like I said, I've been very fortunate enough. I haven't been able to be close enough to a situation like that where I'm like, damn, but it does happen. I've heard stories. It does happen, and it is definitely something that does need to have a little bit more light on, because you have these dudes out here that are so like sexually driven, because especially what they see in the porn industry and things like that, that they feel like taking advantage of a woman because the woman in the porn thinks it was okay. They feel like it's okay in reality. And you gotta release that stigma. That's not that, none of that shit you see in there is real. But that's a lot of the times where that fucking drive to want to take advantage of a female is coming from, because they feel like, oh, if I do it, she gonna be high. She'll be like, oh, cool. No, nigga, it's not gonna go like that, So
let me ask you, I know you said that like the school you went to, wasn't very common. You didn't hear a lot of stories about that. But have you heard any stories from girls about that, whether at your school or not, about situations like that happening or no?
I won't say any names, especially because
right, of course not. Yeah, we're not gonna say no.
Especially because of who. But and the crazy thing is, I haven't even had a conversation with this friend of mine about this, but I've heard that a good friend of mine has actually been in a situation where she was taken advantage of by multiple dudes in one situation, and it's like, what enjoyment do you get out of that? Like, yeah, it's cool if you just so happen to meet a female that is willing to give it up to more than one of y'all at the same time, which is something very hard to find, very disgusting to find. And no offense to anyone, to each his own. But at the same time, though, like, you can't You can't be doing shit like that. And then for me to hear that someone that I know has been through that, and I look at this person like a sister, you know what I'm saying? Like it definitely is heartbreaking to hear, because like I don't want my sister going through that. I don't want my mom going through that, you know what I'm saying? Especially, but more so my sister, because my sister has more of her life to live. So like if I was to hear my sister was to ever go through some shit like that, bro, I don't know what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that just off of the strength of just like, respecting women, and especially respecting the women of like, of our peers, like whether it's your friend's sister or your friend's girlfriend. I feel like there's a lot of disrespect when it comes to, like I said, that strong sex drive that men have for women nowadays, that now gets them caught up in these situations where they're doing
Sure.
shit that is totally uncalled for. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts.
And so and all right. And so with that being said, and this question is for you, Don. Like, so do you think that this kind of stuff is something that is intentionally kind of not talked? Because for the record, most of the stories that I've heard about stuff like this happening, the girl in the situation didn't really go make like they didn't go tell anyone. They didn't go make a big thing of it, whether because of the pressure of other people around them or they themselves just didn't want to be involved in a big thing. Do you think that this is something that's like specifically like the college way it happens? Do you think this is something that's intentionally kind of brushed under the rug and swept under the rug and kind of that people ignore, or you think it's not happening as much as it seems?
Yeah, so I know there's probably a lot of cases that the college does sweep it under the rug. Let me see, golf course drive in the room because so like colleges, like saying Bailey Bunch TV commented, they said the college ended up having a late night on campus golf cart to drive girls to their rooms because of all the rape cases, but I guarantee the college didn't say that was the reason. Probably not mentioning the rape cases, so they're sweeping it under the rug because they don't want that stigma. They don't want people to say, oh, this happens all the time, or this, that, and the other. And and I know that there's probably a lot of females that it happens to, and they're just like afraid to come out and say it, or maybe too embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Because look, like, check this out. I mean, just because there's probably a lot of cases that happen with situations like that. All right. So just because a female maybe, got a little bit drunk, made a little mistake, and probably agreed to hop in the car or with somebody or go to somebody's room with them, doesn't make them completely in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make the best choice to go to the room with this person.
Yeah, bro.
All right,
like,
so
me,
so
just right up into the point where you're about to do it, if she says nah.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's it.
So like people can't say, oh, there's no reason to be embarrassed, because like there's probably females that, oh yeah, I'm embarrassed to say anything because I did go to the room or I did do this or you know what I mean? So there's absolute no reason to be embarrassed for something like that. Like if anything happened, like I advise any female, tell somebody, so something could come out of it, like, and it'll probably make you feel better, hopefully. Because I don't know, I'm not a female, so I really wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? So, but sure, definitely, you know what I'm saying? If something happens, tell somebody, and hopefully justice can come out of it, and hopefully it makes you feel better and things like that.
Right. Which is like, that's the point of what I was trying to, is that like at the end of the day, if you know of anybody in situations like that, or you yourself has been in, it's better to speak up and say something. Facts. You know what I mean? Facts. So because at the end of the day, this is a real thing. It's definitely really happening, and I wish it didn't, because I hate hearing about stories like that. But we live in a world where men enable men to do dumb shit. So,
facts.
With that being said, though,
men enable them damn selves to do dumb shit.
Damn selves to do some dumb shit. So
I got one thing I wanna bring up. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, not that topic, but we definitely wanna talk like a good 5 minutes on this guy right here. I'm gonna pull the picture up. This guy right here, Derek Jackson, has been going all over social media. He's supposedly a relationship expert. He was cheating on his current wife for 4 years. They've been together for like 12, and supposedly he's a relationship guru. And he was making YouTube videos, talking like, you know what I'm saying, to females about relationships and how to be the best in a relationship and things like that. And
Right.
what do y'all I want to get y'all thoughts on this, because so he was cheating on her for 4 years, and she made a video like pretty much just right after everybody found out, and she like pretty much just dubbing the whole cheating thing and like back with him, and you know what I'm saying, like acting like she's happy, holding his hand and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, I want to know how y'all feel about that. I don't know if y'all got any feelings on that right there.
I mean, to be honest, I know for a fact that when it comes to like relationships, you could be a type of person, like sometimes even me myself, I feel like I can have all the answers in the world, but you can't make the choices that are given to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if my girl do some shit, or the girl I'm with do some shit that's gonna make me get turned off from our relationship and go the other way, like even though I might have the best advice, you know, just based on the circumstances of that situation, it might make me do some shit that sounds a little hypocritical. Yeah. So you can't really hold, you know, the advice that he's giving.
But let me ask this.
What's good though?
You say he was giving relationship advice. Was his advice not to cheat? Because if not, he's not really a fucking hypocrite. And that's the thing. I didn't tell nobody not to cheat. I never said that. I was helping people who were going through bad things in their relationship. I didn't say don't cheat.
Exactly. And I was going to say too, you don't know his situation. Maybe she wasn't satisfying him at home and then he went to go find it somewhere else, which is typically what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be anything.
You know it's funny. You know what's funny with that is that, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if y'all see the picture right now. Y'all see the picture?
Yeah, I see.
And they were frying this. They were frying this woman.
Bro, they been frying, making memes of this nigga all week.
Not the nigga, bro. Not the nigga. They was frying the chick, bro. Because like, look, I mean,
they were frying her too.
Yeah, because look how
she dumb because she stay with him.
Not even that, bro. Just I mean, it's kind of messed up. But look how she dressed for that video that got broadcasted everywhere, and look how he's dressed.
But and you know what? He wasn't really dressed no type of way. I feel like the reason why not for nothing, I feel like he woke up that morning and was like, yo, come do this video. We're gonna handle this shit now.
Yeah, that's what people
say. And you don't gotta put no makeup on, because this way they know, like, even at your worst, I accept you for you over any other
you know
woman.
What? That's probably what he said.
That was the vibe. that was the vibe I got.
If he's having sex with 5 other women, is he really accepting her over every other woman? It sounds like he accepted some other pussy. That's what
even if he's having sex with 5 other women, he's still showing like this one with the bonnet on is number uno.
Says, so and that's another thing. He so it's funny because this dude he made a whole video probably like 2 years ago talking about some, you know what I'm saying, he's not with the Christianity stuff,
So the devil got into it.
My dog, he used the excuse that it was the devil that got into him. So everybody like
devil work all upon him.
Everybody like, yo, now the devil getting into you. Now you know what I'm saying, you with the Christianity stuff, you know what I'm saying? When everything goes wrong, now the devil getting into you. So
anytime your publicity or your fame is about to go wrong, everybody turn fucking religious. Everybody all of a sudden was praying to Jesus yesterday.
The man get caught cheating, man. Everything is out the window. Any Shaggy made a whole song called "It Wasn't Me, Boy." Y'all seen Kobe at that press conference with his wife when he got caught in that situation. That man was in tears. That is I don't know what happened in that hotel. I did not rape him. We don't know what happened in that hotel room.
You know, it's funny with this guy. My man admitted to everything, boy. He said in this video where they're holding hands right here, he's like, man, I told her everything, every woman, every this, that, and the other. Everything.
Oh, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's the same shit with Kobe. Kobe said, "Look, man, I admit I cheated on my wife. I apologize for that." But
and I ain't gonna lie. The more I'm sitting there thinking about it though, like as we sitting there talking about that, like obviously he's giving relationship advice. All these women are gonna be like, "Oh my God, he knows everything. He's probably the perfect man."
Exactly. Like,
but then it's like, my nigga, you gotta know to tell these bitches. Swerve, it's all business. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. He clearly knew what he was doing. He could.
Yeah, he probably knew what the fuck he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. And apparently he's still at it. Even after she accepted him back. I don't know how true it is. But apparently my man is on go mode. This man is a serial cheater, bro. He ain't no cheater.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, bro.
My
He
man's
probably be one, he
on
probably
it.
one of them niggas that fuck anything walking.
Bro.
I hate niggas like that.
My nigga,
just looking at he
homeboy
do
that
look like
just
that.
shot up Colorado. You think if they let him go, you think he ain't gonna kill 10 more people? If they let him go next week, you think this guy?
All jokes aside, you're right. All jokes aside, you're right.
Oh
For
my
real, though.
gosh, yeah, my guy is a serial cheater, boy. Like they said, he's still on it, like texting other females and everything, telling them, you know what I'm saying, everything is lies and this, that, and the other.
Yo, don't worry about that
Dropping
bullshit.
text
This
messages.
is probably getting him even more attention from women than it was than before.
Yeah.
Bro,
Dog,
You
it's
know, everything works in
crazy.
fucking opposites in this world. Ain't nothing straight.
Opposites.
That's crazy.
Shout out to him. I mean, he's like getting money, like he getting money, like
you know what I'm saying? He made bread off YouTube, like he was doing his thing. He was doing it, and that's another thing. A lot of people saying she's staying with him because of the money, and honestly, I
Same
can
thing they said about Kobe's wife.
I can believe that. I can believe it. I can believe it.
And
She
do you
probably
blame him?
like-
And let him look. End it with this. Do you blame him? Do you blame the woman because if I'm a woman, I put all my work in marrying you and being with you for how much years? You get caught up in a situation like this nigga or Kobe or Tiger Woods, and you rich. I'm like, all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just,
That's a fact.
Hold
though.
up. Well, you know
you
what?
ain't
Now that
fucking
you
lying.
now that you say that, boy, she probably
What you
even more of a serial cheater than he is. He just don't know.
yeah. And I feel like if I was a woman, that's what I would do. I'd be like, word. It's different if your nigga cheating, and he broke, whatever. But if he rich, I'd be like,
yeah. She
we
probably
got
like,
TV. I'll accept it.
All right.
But now, I'm like, it's a free.
I accept
I
him
do
for who
whatever
he
I want.
is. Yeah. She probably, I accept him for who he is. She
Look,
probably
man,
on go
the
to.
closer OJ Simpson had to kill that bitch. That's how that she had to start cheating on him and die to end that relationship.
Oh
She
my
refused
God.
to leave OJ. There was no end to that shit. She had to die for it. So how many of you women are willing to die for your relationship for that money? That's what I want to know.
Crickets.
A
Blood clot.
How much of y'all willing to get OJ for that money, boy?
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
we got
Ladies,
chill. We got chill with the dark humor. Not everybody gonna get that shit.
Word. Ladies, my advice is leave that nigga before it gets to that.
Yeah,
If he's cheating,
please leave that
around
nigga
for that money.
If it,
That money ain't worth it.
yeah.
And if you stay, don't blame nobody but yourself.
Word.
That's facts.
But with that being said, though, I don't got nothing else. I don't know if y'all got anything else for today, episode 23.
I'm good, man. Yeah, we ended it off on a funny ass note, but
For the
that
Jordan
was
clip, I must say I pulled up very clipped, but
Word, but it's all good.
yeah, it's all good though.
Yeah. So everyone that stayed in the chat and was rocking with us, thank you. We appreciate it.
y'all.
We'll
Once
see y'all
again.
on Monday.
Yeah, we'll see y'all Monday. Much love. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter, and yeah, we going up.
big facts.